This is a project I've been working on for a website that I'm making. And as you can see right here, I've been using animations like that pop up for the text in the nav bar. And if you like what you see today, subscribe and leave a like. Today I'm going to do CSS animations and just tinker with them. I just learned how to do them like a week ago, so I'm just gonna practice. Practice makes perfect. First thing I'm going to do is, first off, make a div, and then I'm going to make I'm going to call that div. I'm going to make the background color, let's say gray, and I'm going to make the height to 50 pixels and the width to 50 pixels. And after that's done, I'm going to add a border. Now that I think about it, I have to remove the background color to make it work, so I'm going to add a border that is 5 pixels, gray, solid. I'm just saying it out loud so I can remember it all because it's how I think. Anyways, so I'm going to remove this. I might keep it for later. There we go. Now I'm going to make that 20 pixels. Yes. So the next thing, I'm going to add a border radius of 50% to make it a circle. 50%. Now that's the circle. Now for the fun stuff. So I'm going to give the border bottom color a color of blue, top of with the color of, there we go. I'm going to give it the color red. Now, as you can see here, I'm just going to make it slightly smaller. There you go. Now you can see that. Next thing, I'm going to animate it with keyframes. Hopefully I can remember this, because I only done this like 3 times, so bear with me. Keyframes, let's call it loader. Okay, at 100%, I want transform, rotate 360 degrees. Then I'm going to call that animation, guess 1 second, loader. I did it once. Why did I do it once? Oh, I know why. At 0%, transform 0 degrees. That should make it work. And it's not animating now. Why? Hold on. Alright, let's try this. So, I'm reading on something I already written. I know what the problem is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is delete all the code that I've done before. And then I'm going to give this a div container IA. Then what I'm going to do is div.loader. So the first thing I want to do is call upon the loader class, and then so I'm going to do margin auto. Border 16 pixels, solid, and then the hexadecimal color is BDC 3C7. 377. Close enough. It shall work. And then with a width of 120 pixels and a height of 120 pixels. And then we're going to copy border top color, border top. The top color hexadecimal code will be 1 ABC 9C. For the border top or bottom color, bottom will be 349 8dB. Now we got the colors set up. Next thing we're going to do is again call the border radius 50% to make it look like a circle. There's your circle. And then the animation, I'm going to create keyframes, and call it spin. And then I'm going to do %0, nope, 0% transform rotate 0 degrees. And then for the when it hits 100%, I'm going to do transform rotate 360 degrees. Now, what I did wrong is I didn't specify how long to do it for and all that. So the way to do it is animation and then spin 2 seconds linear, which will make it a consistent speed, and then infinite will make it go on forever. Oh, there it is. And there we go. I got that to work. CSS animation allows you to do animation. Let me create a div dot box, and now I'm going to call box. I'm going to give it a color background color of red, and then I'm going to give it a width of 100 pixels, a height of 100 pixels, there we go. And now I'm going to, when I hover it, there's a pseudo syntax which allows me to hover it. I'm going to change the background color to blue. Let's try blue. So as you can see here, it now changes blue when I hover it. With the transitions, and it allows you to animate. So with, let's see, transition, let's see, nope, not transform, transition, background color, let's try 2 seconds, and now as you can see, it slowly changes color. With transition, it allows you to do one thing and one thing only. Like, it can only transition to from one thing to another thing. With keyframes, it allows you to transition into other things without being strained to one thing. It allows you to do other things before reaching the end goal. Keyframes. Let's do a rainbow. Now you can do any percent. So let's say 0%. It's going to be just gonna do this. It's gonna be red. Red. At 25%. It's gonna be red, orange. No. So green or yellow. And at 50%, I'm going to do background green, 75% purple, and then at 100%, it'll go all the way back to red. I can now, when I hover over it, animation, rainbow, 2 seconds, linear, and then I'm going to do forward so that ends on that color, so that you can do like buttons and stuff. Forward, when the animation goes through, once it hits the last keyframe, it stops. It doesn't revert to the original color, because that's what it does. It loops over and over. So that way, if you're hovering over a button, it goes down, but doesn't go back up to the first frame and goes on a loop forever and ever. There you go, and this should work. I mean, I know it works. Now, as you can see, it's changing colors. And it ended on the last frame, and it stayed red. And now I can make it infinite. Bingo. Now it's forever a disco square. Let's do transform, rotate, and you don't have to do it on you can do it on any frame that's not multiples of 25. No, yes, you can do like 33%, 22%. You can even do like, I don't know. So let's do transform, rotate, rotate 0 degrees, and then it'll go all the way around. So once it hits back to red, meaning this will be a lot slower. Transform, rotate, (360°). There you go. Now, as you can see, it's now a spinning disco square. Well, I guess now I should point out, if you guys like, and this is, I guess, hashtag not sponsored, but I use an app called DevRant. So if you come from DevRant, it's like an app where you can rant about programming, like do programming memes and talk about programming jobs, I guess. So I've been using it for like less than a year, and there are some great people on there. There's that, and now I will transform it to get larger. Or let's move the square. Transform, translate. Let's see, how far do I want to do? Let's see how do you do this? Is it pixels? Or is it just a number? No, that's not right. Oh, okay, I know what's wrong. It's this transform rotate is overriding this transform translate. So you can't have both running at the same time. So I'm going to put both in the same transform. So translate X. I'm going to do, let's do 10 pixels, and then I'm going to do it up here. Oh, there you go. Now it's moving. That is really slow. Let's do 100. There you go. Now you can follow it. You can make it a game to follow the mouse, or keep your mouse into the box. So that would be a fun game to do. Or I mean the box. So let's do 1,000. Let's see if we can. Oh, okay, that's way too fast for me. Let's do 750. Let's see if I can do this. I think it's ending way too soon. Oh, I'm not following it. Okay, I think with JS it might be a lot better to move it. Well, let's do another animation. Div. I'm gonna do like, I guess, a buffering thing where there are 3 circles and one gets bigger than the smaller, and then here it's better to show. Let's do div class equals main, and then div dot. Let's see. Div dot box 2 dot circle 1. Turn that. There we go. And now I'll copy this and then call this circle 2 and that 3. And then I will call upon box 2 and give all the properties I need in box 2, and then with, what did I say call? Oh, good. Box 2, I'm going to give them a background color of navy, I guess, and width of 120 pixels, and a height of 120. There you go. Okay, why is that large? Oh, I know why it's not working. It's because all the boxes are... I was thinking it's just one box. It's actually, if you take a look at this, I'm going to add flex to dot main. Dot main. I'm going to do a display flex, which I just learned like last night. There we go. And then I'm going to do flex, if that is right, space between. No, that ain't right. Oh, wait. And let's give each box padding margin of 10 pixels. It gives them a radius. There you go, of 50%. So I'm going to give them half their size. Align content. No. Justify content. Center. That's the center of that, right? Okay. There you go. Now that that's centered, I can now do this. I can't believe it's almost been an hour. Okay. Who's still with us? Alright, so now that I got this, I'm going to do keyframes, circle, grow, and then at 0%, transform, scale, circle 1. Because I'm going to give each one a slight delay. Animation. I'm going to do circle, grow, 2 seconds, then infinite. Both. Oh. Keyframes. Let's try scale again. There we go. There you go. If I remember correctly, the first number is delay and alright, that ain't right. They're gonna line up anyways, so let's do 0. Let's try that. Okay, that's not what I expected. I mean, 1 and 2 are working. Maybe if I try... Oh, okay. I know what's wrong. Let's chop that 0.5. Okay, that's somewhere. That's getting somewhere.